I am going to take you with me, and we're going to go check it out.
She's like, that is not the way it works, but pretty much she just said
Yep, I was right. It's the guy across the street.
Hi friends, Karen here with Eclectic Butterfly. Today is Saturday, today's not March. Hi friends, Karen here with Eclectic Butterfly. Today is Friday. No, it's not. Today is Saturday, February 28th. I will get this month and days, I'll get it figured out. I'm all messed up. Anyway, we are going to take a trip and go down to Port Deposit, Maryland. They are having a fire and ice festival. Never been, don't know what it's all about, but you and I are going to go down and find out. I think, from what I understand, what I read up, they have ice sculptures, maybe some little fire pit areas that you can make s'mores on. I'm not sure. I know they have vendors and stuff, but we're going to go and find out and see what it's all about. So put your seatbelt on, sit back, and let's head to port. The only issue with having a small town like this is there's not a lot of parking. I was able to park over by the marina, but I have a ways to walk here. But that's okay. Can use the exercise. So we'll come down here and check out and see exactly what this festival is all about. Port Deposit is known for their granite. Look at this church entrance. Beautiful granite steps. This cool door knocker on this door. Isn't that neat? Coming into downtown Port Deposit. Long walk from parking, but hey, that's all right. Got these little plastic igloos set up that you'd be able to rent. I think you got to call ahead and rent for them. Got the band over there setting up. Right now we're in front of the Jerry House that was built in 1913. People moving their furniture in their little igloos that they've rented. A bunch of vendors here. This footage here is going to be kind of jumping around only because there were kids that were running around and jumping in front of the camera, and I do not like to get kids on film. So in case you're wondering why it's jumping, that's why.
This sign said, "You stink and you're in luck because I sell soap." I would say 99% of these vendors were local artisans, and they had some awesome products they were selling. They had the homemade soap, they had things that were canned, they were ones that had made hot sauce, jellies, barbecue sauce, pasta sauce, just all kinds of things, as you'll see. I did pick up a few things because I always like to support local businesses. I'm going to take a walk down here a little further. Cute little coffee shop there, Main Street Coffee. I want to see what one of these igloos look like inside. I guess it'll be really pretty when it gets dark out and the lights. Let's see. Pizza place. I hear they have really good pizza. Gonna have a band later. Coming down the one area of the street. This here is there's a lot of history down here in this little town. I think it was back in September around Pirate Festival. I started at the one end of Main Street and came down to this end of Main Street. Talked a little bit about the town. You can go back in my playlist for the Port Deposit Pirate Takeover Festival. Alright, I'm going to continue walking down here. All the parking is down in this area, and I'm going to save my battery life, so I will check back in with you when it gets dark out, when we see all the lights and they start the snow machine. These here are the famous steps. There used to be a boys' school, I think it was, up on top of the hill. And these steps would take you to the school. This area right here, back in the 80s, used to be a community swimming pool. And they tore it down, I forget what year. I got some of your pickles at the Pirate Fest.
I remember you. From. Where are you? Do you want to receive anything?
No.
Good evening, Port Deposit. Great to be here at the Fire and Ice Festival.
Very cute. They have different settings. All of the headbands do blue as well. You have all of these blue.
Okay.
You have all the brownie plates. All of our cakes are coffee cakes. There's a caramel and a chocolate chip coffee cake. We have all of our goodie bags over there. Cotton candy. All the fun things.
And what are these?
That's our caramel coffee cake.
Caramel coffee cake?
Yep.
Oh my
Got a
gosh.
caramel drizzle on top. It's really nice.
These are cute, the little scrunchies you have for the pet mamas.
You can put them on your hair, you can put them on your wrist.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like the dragon's blood. My son loves it. Well, so important.
He said, like someone said,
She's got bags.
oh, good.
Coming around.
Video.
pretty crowded, so it's going to be kind of hard to even do much filming here. But they do have a lot of vendors, a lot of homemade things, some pottery, soaps, candles, and food. All these items here are local, all made from products that they grow themselves on their farm. I got the pickled pearl onions, and my sister got the pickled garlic cloves. Oh my goodness, they were so good.
Yeah, we're not going to South Carolina because Kim's like, you guys are going to go. She's like, that is not the way it works. But pretty much, she just let me go. To that area? Well, she just is stuck in being here. And I said, we're not going anywhere. Well, I just be at the beach for a couple of days. I'll take off. Which kind of helps me save a little bit of time. So we go camping. And so we'll go to the rock lodge.
Yeah, miniature oil paintings. And that artist is Paris Lonzo. She does everything with a palette knife. She doesn't use a brush. And and it's solid oil. She just layers it and sculpts it. It's beautiful.
So yeah, they're called dark skate.
My picture taken with Elsa. I did. festival. So it was a lot of fun. It's starting to get chilly. It's chilly. The festival is over with. I was going to order myself a smash burger and fries, but they sold out of the burgers. So I guess I'll go home and either that or I'm going to go ahead and go to, I don't know, maybe I'll swing into McDonald's or go get myself a sub or something. We'll see. All right, guys, I will see you at home. Stopping in here, got myself a cheesesteak and some French fries. A couple of things I picked up at the Fire and Ice Festival was this handmade shower disc. It is lavender and peppermint, and these are the ones that you put at the bottom of your shower, and like the steam discs. So I got that. And I bought some candied pickle pearl onions, and I tried them at the festival. They are so good. And I'm not much of a the pearl onions, but yeah, they're really good. And these are made in the area, and oh my goodness, the lady said that all their stuff is grown right on their farm. And then I got this, the challenge dynamite hot chocolate ghost chili. They say you just grow it in this can. So I'm going to try it and see what it does. Now, whether or not I'll taste it or not might be a little bit too hot for me, but I'm definitely curious to see on what the plant looks like and what the peppers look like. So that there is what I got at the festival. I did get a couple homemade coasters. Two had like motorcycles on them, and then one had a puppy. It was really cute, but I left them at my sister's shop, so when I get them back I'll show you. So if I'm talking funny, it's because I have a little swollen back in here from, I guess, where I bit my tongue, and it's swollen, it's sore. Plus I got white strips in my mouth, so I may be talking funny. Good afternoon, guys. Today we are going to be making stuffed shells without the shells because I couldn't find any, so it's going to be manicotti. I got my water boiling here, and I want to add in some salt. I always add my salt in after the water has started boiling because I find that when I would put it in beforehand, it would start pitting the bottom of my pans, and I'd get all these little pits in it. So as Anne Burrell always said, salt that water like it's the ocean. All right, got my salt water in. The dogs are going nuts, as always. Water's boiling. I'm going to put in these manicotti shells. Wow, I actually got a pack that wasn't broken, and I'm going to be cooking them al dente. Okay, in the meantime, while they are cooking, I'm going to put together my filling, and I have got the 15-ounce ricotta cheese. I apologize about the dogs. I've tried everything to get them to not bark at everything. Let me go see what it is they're barking at. I am going to guess it is probably my neighbor walking his dog. So hang on. Yep, I was right. It's the guy across the street walking his dog. All right, so I've got, well, I probably shouldn't say walking his dog. He like stands out front with the dog. I guess his dog and my dogs are carrying on a conversation. I have no idea. I'm putting in a half a bag. It's an 8-ounce bag of the Italian style finely shredded cheese. Get this mixed up. Okay, now I'm going to add... Okay, guys, I'm going to have to do a voiceover here as the dogs are just... Well, I shouldn't say the dogs. The dog, Cooper, just will not hush up. He just keeps barking. He barks at anything. The wind he'll bark at. But anyway, so I figured I'd better mute them and just do a voiceover. I like to go ahead and mix my egg before I incorporate it into anything. I feel it just makes it easier to mix in with the ingredients instead of having to put the whole egg in there and then trying to get the yolk broken. And I don't know, I just feel it does it more evenly this way. If I sound kind of funny with my talking, it's because earlier I bit my tongue all the way in the back, and it's kind of swollen back there and sore, and every once in a while my tongue gets in the way of my talking, so I may sound kind of funny. But anyway, so I've got this mixed up. What I'm going to do is stick it in the refrigerator and let it firm up a bit before I go and stuff the shells. Now this here is just Italian seasoning mixture, and I didn't measure it. I'm just guesstimating a tablespoon full of that. I do have some crushed garlic that I'm going to put in there, which again is probably a tablespoon, which is probably a little bit too much because I didn't realize that the sauce that I used had garlic in it too. So this was very garlicky. So if you don't like garlic, you would not like this. And since I put salt in the water, I'm not going to add salt to this. I did add some fresh ground pepper, and then I added some crushed red pepper just to give it a little bite. And like I said, I'm just gonna get this all mixed up, put it in the refrigerator to get it to firm up a little bit. I did later on end up adding some more of the Italian shredded cheese, so it wasn't so thin, I guess you could say. Oh, that's hot. Okay, they're in here. Gonna let them drain some more. In the meantime, I'm gonna finish mixing up the cheese mixture. All right, what I'm gonna do is cover this up, put it in the fridge for probably about 20-25 minutes, half hour at the most. Give those noodles time to cool, and then we'll be back to stuff them, add the sauce, and stick them in the oven to melt that cheese. Okay guys, so right now what I'm gonna do is get this cheese mixture. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is add a little bit more of the shredded cheese to help firm it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it into a pastry bag. I'm going to spray the bottom of my baking dish with a little bit of vegetable oil. And a little bit of traditional sauce. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish filling these up, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Okay guys, so what I did is I layered some provolone underneath. There were these three, but there were three of these that I did not have enough cheese mixture to go in, so I already ate them. At least two of them. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add some more sauce on top. And I already have provolone. I have some more of this Italian cheese I'm going to sprinkle on top. Now I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven. I'm going to cover it with foil. Put it in a 350-degree oven for 15 minutes. Because the noodles are already cooked, it's more or less just heating it up, melting the cheese. And then I will take the aluminum foil off and put it in for another 15 minutes to get the cheese a little brown and bubbly. Okay, friends, dinner is served. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. And I want to let my nieces, nephews, and my grandchildren all know that I love you. I miss you. I can't wait to see you. And everybody else, stay safe, stay warm, stay blessed, and I will see you in my next video.